Good evening, people. Hello. How we doing? How we doing? Cresswell's back. Grace's back. Oh, how we doing? Usual suspects back. And the oven's flying in. Bernie's made of cheese and the oven's flat. Oh, by the way, David does that.
Does he?
For that to be the first comment, that's exactly what we want.
Yeah, I mean, I hope he goes attacking on even in March, even Ethan. I hope he goes attacking against Sheffield United. He's got it. We did it against Lincoln. We played pretty attacking. We created a few chances. I'm hoping we did the same for sure.
Definitely. How we doing, everybody? We've got 14 members in here this evening. Who else is going to pop their head up?
There's usually a few. There's usually the bloke from Canada. He's doing it. He's a legend. Legend. We've got a fair few bits to dive into.
We do. Let's just get this loaded up. What are we going to talk about today?
I mean, we've got a fair few decent. We've had some tough games in the last few weeks. We've had Liverpool, we've had City. But at the same time, with the midweek games, we've still been able to keep up momentum. We've had obviously Lincoln. We've had obviously Topola as well.
Yeah,
well-known side in Serbia. So we've managed to, although we've had them tough games, we've still managed to come out on top, and we've managed to get some results.
Yeah. Obviously, we had Liverpool. Let's talk about Liverpool.
Yeah. Let's dive into it.
It feels like an age away now, doesn't it? Even though it's Thursday, it's a Sunday afternoon. We've had Wednesday night. Mark 1.
Dan, yeah?
Yeah, it is.
Dan's late, yeah.
Dan, you are. Everyone else is like, by the
way. Yeah, everyone needs to turn up. We had Liverpool, didn't we? And I think, as we said, obviously we had Man City the week before. Having City, having Liverpool, it's important that we've been able to keep our momentum massively. Actually, we've managed to keep playing midweek games, something that Tottenham aren't used to. Obviously, midweek football, so we're lucky to keep that momentum going, aren't we? For sure.
Absolutely, yeah, absolutely. I mean, look, still a good start to the season. Obviously, 4 games before City and Liverpool, 3 wins and a draw. If somebody said that to us, we'd have snapped their hand off.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And we'd have looked at the 2 fixtures and thought, you know what, it's probably not going to be. It's not going to be any more than 0 points.
It was just important that we kept the cup run. It was important that we, still maintained the winning game.
Yeah.
That was the objective.
I think if we had lost either of the game against Topola or Lincoln, we would have thought, oh, no.
Yeah,
the City and Liverpool games have completely killed us, and we're in the mud. But actually, when you look at it, I don't think it's all that bad. Yeah, we didn't play all that against Topola, and by the sounds of things, we didn't play all that against
against Lincoln. But we had the squad rotation, didn't we? Like even last night against Lincoln, the likes of Paqueta, the likes of James Ward-Prowse, all them lot, Bowen, Antonio, they all managed to stay at home and keep fit, which is important. So it shows we've got that versatility. I know it was only Lincoln, but same with Lincoln. Same with Topola, we managed to rotate a lot, which was nice. So we've got. Our main players are still fully fit, which is the main thing going into the weekends.
Yeah, definitely, mate, definitely. Look, just going over the Liverpool game, obviously, and before we do, we actually have just done a little bit on it, so we'll just talk to you guys about it. But we've done a little episode on the record-breaking Bowen.
What record did he break? Let us know. What record did Bowen break?
Unbelievable player. He's even doing it with only one arm. If you look at our thumb, one hand. And then Susek, who and by the way, that kit is proper ground.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah.
Brand
the European trophy one, isn't
it? Yeah, that blue kit. That's
a top tier kit, isn't it?
I like that a lot. But so that's our most recent video, and we also have this going live tomorrow afternoon.
The Tevez and Mascherano derby. That's what it is. We love that.
It is. Obviously, we sent them down a little while ago. We picked up Tevez and Mascherano on deadline day. August 26, 2006, sorry. And we know what happened there. So, these videos are coming, but we'll talk to you guys about it.
Get your Tevez masks in the London Stadium. I want to see them dotted about.
Got to be done. So, look, Susek's header early on. Wow. I mean, what a save.
I mean, Alisson's, he's arguably the best keeper in the league, isn't he? I mean, Susek's like he was before Rice. You're right. I think I think the thing is with Souček, we've said it week in, week out, potentially Rice's attacking role was obviously holding him back. And we're seeing that now. Like, Souček's getting in the box, he's winning headers, he scored against Bakatopoulos, he should have scored against Liverpool, he scores in the week in the cup game. So it's nice to see that he's getting that, you know, they're getting in the box again, box to box.
Do you think the signing of Kudus actually is benefiting Souček? Because Souček's keeping him out of the team, arguably, right now. So Souček before Kudus was starting every game, right? There was no one else. Fornals was never going to get in the team over him. He's the teacher's pet.
Yeah.
Do you think Kudus is going to be pushing Souček on, and can he continue to form? Really, is what I'm asking.
I think. Yeah, you've got Kudus and you've got Souček, but either one you play depends on the system you're playing, right? Yeah. Obviously, with Kudus, you've got attacking formation, you've got him obviously getting into the final third a lot more. With Souček, more of a box to box. I believe more of a defensive style, even though we both prefer Souček pushing on into the box. Yeah. I think if Souček's playing how he's playing, it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough for David Moyes to make them changes. But on the same breath, I think going into the weekend with Sheffield United, it's a good opportunity for Kudus to build confidence. And get some more game time under his belt, because he's not unfit, is he? Like, he's played for Ajax, he's on. Yeah. He should get more game time.
If there's going to be a game that you start him in, it's one where we should have the ball more and we want to get after it. But then we did that against Bakatopoulos. He started and
scored 2 goals.
Yeah. So look, let's see what Moyes does. He might. You never know. Right? He might play more of an attacking team, but I hope so. We'll have to see. Obviously, Antonio, that sitter. It's a real shame we don't have a second striker who can bury him and come in on a cup game and score goals like Danny Ings as per the title. But how did he miss that?
Danny Ings. I mean, what is he known for? He's known for 6 yard. He's known for scoring in the 6 yard box. That's what he's known for. He's known for picking up good positions and then taking his chances. Yeah. And I don't know what you guys think, but for me, the likes of Mbamba and Callum Marshall have got to start coming through. I mean, Danny Ings, you're paying him 120 grand a week apparently, right? And he said he wants to fight for his place, but we both know his best mates joined Ward Prowse, and he just wants to stay there and take his money, doesn't he? That realistically,
yeah, that's all he wants. But I think, as you said in our video, I think if you'd have taken him on a 6-month contract in January, we wouldn't have kept him on. We had Skamaka, he was injured, and here we are.
We're struggling to find goals. It made sense last season.
And whilst we sit here now and think, I want Mbamba to be playing, but we don't know if he's really ready. He might have been chucked in and he might have been ready, but if Antonio gets an injury, all your weight shifts onto Divin Mbamba. It's a fair point, right?
Yeah.
He's a young lad, and it's timing. Cornet still preferred to him, as we found out in the previous game, from a substitution point of view. And Cornet obviously started last night over probably Mbamba. So, that's that. Obviously, Antonio with the sitter. Kudus against Tevez.
United. Yeah, I hope he does play. I do hope Kudus starts. I mean, we'll do our lineups in a minute, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see.
But overall, let's finish off on the Liverpool game. Obviously, they had their own chances. Nunes missed an absolute sitter. Bowen obviously scored a lovely header. He had that one as well, just after half time.
Yeah, Bowen should have scored that. That was a lot harder than his first one. I mean, Ings needs to be played alongside another striker. He's played his whole career alongside another striker. But yeah, you're right. Bowen should have scored that. Ings should play with someone else, so play can do the running, and he can get in the box and finish it off.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, Liverpool. That's Liverpool. Let's talk Lincoln last night. So, well, obviously none of us actually got to watch it. All 15 of us didn't get to watch any of it.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, you're right. I think with Lincoln, right, it's away in a cup tie. It's a clean sheet. You can't really ask for more. Like, no. Yeah, we could have battered them 3 or 4-0, but we've done the hard graft. We've got the win, and fingers crossed. It's just another clean sheet and another positive result going into the weekend. Like, we could have turned up and beaten 5-0, right? But we've got the win most importantly. For me, that's the main thing.
That's it. With
Kudus hat-trick on Saturday. Let's hope so. Let's hope it starts.
I hope so. I do. Look, Ben Johnson gets some minutes, which is great.
Yeah.
Souček, obviously, as we discussed, he scored again. But Lincoln, they didn't have no chances. That they had chances.
No, they had chances.
They obviously scored that offside goal, and I think, it sounds like we might have got away with one, but it shows the resilience. We've kept it to a clean sheet. We've picked up a goal. Ings could have had one. A few different players could have had, Ben Rama had one, I think, where it was kind of put across him and he just put it over. So the best part of the game was probably watching it on Ironworks Tours on Facebook Live.
Yeah, we had a 10-minute run, didn't we?
Yeah, I don't know if you guys caught that. That was quite funny.
That was good, yeah.
From the away end. But we all watched it on Radio 5 Extra. So look, it's a 1-0 win, and we move on to another easy tie. Arsenal at home.
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy win, isn't it? Who they got? Who they got in the midfield? Declan Rice, is it? No, look, it'll be a massive fixture. I don't remember the last time we had a round 4 fixture that wasn't even Man United, Arsenal, or Man City. To be honest, we just tend to always get a crap cup tie on the 4th round. I think we've got Lincoln. I was thinking this could be a bit different here. We could maybe get an easy cup run. Exeter, we're in there. Port Vale, Macclesfield, and Arsenal were the only good team left in the pot at the point. So yeah, I'm a bit gutted. But
if we didn't get Arsenal, it was either Borough,
Burnley, a couple other, but a few nobodies.
They were the best out of the last lot. But look,
would you go full strength against Arsenal?
What I really want to know is, because there's a lot of deliberation. Are you booing Declan Rice? Are you clapping or are you doing nothing?
Doing nothing. I mean, it's irrelevant for me. I mean, I'm not going to boo the bloke because he won us a European trophy. He was part of the team. I'm not going to boo him, but
I'm not going to blow him a kiss.
No, I'm not going to clap him. I'd arguably, I don't know what he's been saying in the press.
It's still raw, isn't it?
Yeah, it's still raw. Give it a couple seasons. Imagine he does the old Carlos Tevez and he does the old Costanza and he walks out.
I think he will.
I've got a weird feeling he might. And if he does that, it's just bittersweet, isn't it? Like, it's a bit of a weird one for me,
mate.
Could he do a Joe Cole and come back to us? I don't want to dwell too much on Declan Rice, but it's a big fixture, isn't it? It's a big fixture. I want to beat him.
Yeah, it's too fresh. I don't want to talk about him too much, really.
Yeah,
it's just funny, isn't it? It's funny how it's ended up being Arsenal at home, and obviously he's going to come. It'd be interesting to see how he acts. Obviously, spending 10 years at us, and
if he plays him though, because they might play a B team, and hopefully we can capitalise.
Well, he's currently got a knock, isn't it? So we'll see how that goes.
If Maguire played for Sheffield United, imagine how many own goals he'd score.
It's a valid point.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. He used to play there, didn't he? He used to play there a while ago, I believe.
He did, didn't he?
Yeah, mate. Bring him back. I mean, he was meant to sign for us. Looking back now, I'm chuffed he didn't, to be honest. I think Mavropanos looks like a solid choice. I'm hoping he starts him on the weekend against Sheffield United as well.
Yeah. Right. So, what? Should we jump into Sheffield United?
I think just on the Lincoln game, one more thing about Suchek. We haven't really spoke much about it yet. He's scoring goals. He's back to scoring goals. We had a bit of point in him, but he was a saviour. I don't know if it was his goal, but Ings and Mbamba we kind of spoke about. But Suchek, I'm really impressed with. I think hopefully he can build that momentum up for sure.
So you're playing him this weekend then?
Nah. yeah. But the thing is, right? Listen, I would play him this weekend if he played a big team. I think this is Kudus' perfect opportunity. Suchek, I would play him. I mean, you're playing him. You can crack on.
Well, let's go with yours first because
I've highlighted the key man, James Ward-Prowse. But basically, I've gone with the back line. Look, Areola in goals a no-brainer. Emerson has been great. We did speak before the live stream, and we thought he's picking up a bit more attacking positions and leaving the gap in behind a bit. But against Man City, against Liverpool, they're going to capitalise and they're going to break quite quickly. But against Sheffield United, I think we'll have a bit more space. They won't have as many quick pace in behind. So I'm looking forward to seeing what Emerson and Paqueta can do down that left-hand side. I think
it's what they've been doing, isn't it?
It's been linking up massively against City and Liverpool. They should rinse on that left-hand side. Aguerd, I've said it since the start of the season and back in the last. I'm just sick of him, to be honest. I think he makes mistake after mistake. He does the good things really. He does the hard things really well. Hang on. He does the hard things really well, but he does the bloody easy things really bad. And Aguerd, we say it some weeks, he's a Rolls Royce, and the next week he makes silly mistakes. So it'd be nice to see Mavropanos get some game time, and I think he's been really solid so far. Obviously Zuma, Captain Zuma, and Kufal. I think Kufal's we score a bit of stick on him on the social medias, but I think Kufal has been picking up assists. He's been looking like his old self.
Yeah, I think he's been playing well, and I think it's going to be a good game for Alvarez as well. But obviously, I'll get into my team in a bit.
No, definitely, But yeah, Kufal, I think Man City, Liverpool picked up assists. Very similar goals, and I'm hoping that he can just keep that momentum and build it really. And then that midfield, James Ward-Prowse, he's contributed in every game apart from Liverpool. So I'm hoping he can really just keep going and keep hard in the box. They concede a lot of crosses, don't they?
Yeah, they do. does make a good point actually. If you clearly they couldn't handle the pressure in Newcastle, is Soucek going to apply the pressure that Kudus would, or if it's not as quick, is Soucek going to be better at cutting them balls out? You don't know, but it's a good point. It's definitely a good point.
I think Newcastle pressed them and they couldn't handle it. I'd go for the high press. I think it's a really good point. I think they've conceded, something like 9 crosses this season already. So Ward-Prowse is your ideal man to put on a plate.
I'm buzzing. I think we're gonna win this game.
Yeah, definitely.
I think we'll go 2-up, and I think they might nick one late, as I said in my prediction. But yeah, anything else you want to touch on your team?
I think the main one obviously Kudus through the middle. I think he's a bit of a powerhouse. I think he can drive in massively through the central in the midfield. That's why I put Ketter on the left, and I think he's one of them players where the ball looks like it just sticks to him.
Yeah,
he can drive in that space, and I'm looking forward to that.
He like bundles through people. Doesn't he?
He falls over, he gets back up. He doesn't. Yeah. What I've seen recently is he goes down, but he doesn't just stay down and look for the free kick. I've noticed that he gets back up and he's got that agility, he's got that pace. Obviously, Bowen scored 4 out of 4. He's a record breaker away from home. I want to see him score from goals at home.
Yeah.
And Antonio up front, I think we've not got much else. But Alvarez also, just a quick one on there. I'd like to see him just sit in front of the defence and just play nice possession.
Yeah, I think so. Definitely. I'm going for the 4-1-4-1. Obviously, I'm backing Mavropanos. The main reason I'm backing Mavropanos over someone like Ogbonna, I just think we've signed the bloke. Let's not beat around the bush. We spend a lot of time. Yeah, we spend a lot of money. We spend a lot of time sort of wrapping our new players in bubble wrap, and it's like in cotton wool, and it's like just give them a proper go. Like and agreed. You know, you spent 45 million quid on Kudus, and you got to be careful, but. I think chuck him in Mavropanos, and I think see if he perhaps looks a bit more solid. And that's what they were saying on the commentary last night. They were saying Mavropanos seems like a pretty solid centre half. So we'll that's it. You know, I think we'll score another corner.
Yeah,
that's what I fancy. I think
we scored a corner every game we've won this season. Every game they've won this season, we score from a set piece. Sure. Maybe not the Brighton game, but I feel like we've always just. With James Ward-Prowse on the pitch, you just don't know what can happen. I do like that lineup. I think it's just the whole Kudus thing. Like, how many times can you start him on the bench before he starts kicking a fuss and stuff? I think I understand City, I understand Liverpool, but this is a real game for him to jump into.
How long do you think it'll be? And it's hard to say because obviously Antonio has had some good games this season, but how long do you think it'll be before he actually pushes either Bowen or Kudus up top and he actually doesn't play Antonio? Because Antonio is getting on, and you've got so many different attacking players. We're forgetting about a man who played really well last season, Ben Rama. Yeah. And I know we've all moaned about him, and he does sometimes look pretty poor in certain aspects of his game.
He's had a good start to the season.
He's actually had a decent start to the season. Yeah. So if we took Antonio out of this team, right, and I know that's a key part of the Moyes play, but in a game like this, if we took Antonio out of this team, you could have Bowen, Paqueta, Ben Rama.
Yeah. Kudus on the wings,
James Ward-Prowse. You could have a really, really attacking lineup, but that's just. I mean, Antonio, what is he? Right back, left back.
Yeah, but again, it's a nice problem for Moyes. Arguably, he started the season off quite well. He's scoring goals against Chelsea and Brighton, so it's a nice problem. It's a good problem. The only problem is, it's just hoping that the players that don't start don't kick up a fuss. I think in January there might be a few outings like Fornals. We've not even mentioned him, have we?
No.
And probably like Kehrer. I mean, Kehrer not looking like he's going to get back in the team anytime soon.
Kehrer.
And it's another one we've not talked about.
But again, right, Kufau, he picked up a couple knocks last season.
He tends to, doesn't he?
He does. And centre half, Zuma, we know he picks up injuries. As we get later on in the season, I think you're going to see Kehrer playing more. We've got so many fixtures. I mean, just like. Think about it. In the space of 2 weeks, we're playing City on a Sunday, Bakatopla on a Wednesday,
Sheffield United,
Liverpool on a
Sunday, Lincoln
3 games in a week, then Lincoln on a Wednesday, and then Sheffield United. So in the space,
Freiburg on a Thursday.
How many games is that? It's a lot of games. Good shout, Kudus on the right, Bowen up top. It's a lot of games. So I think we're going to see a lot of rotation.
Yeah, well, that chance against Liverpool, I mean, it's on a plate. He's got to hit the target. He's got to connect properly. He gave it a bit of a talk before the game, didn't he?
He gave it a big one.
Yeah, Antonio, it's just hard. It's a hard one. You don't know what Antonio's going to get. He can't sustain that powerhouse week in, week out. We saw it a lot at the start of the season. But you're right. He needs a spot on the bench, I think, some weeks, so we can, give him a freshen up and play someone for the middle. But could be a chance.
When he come on against Topola, in my opinion, he changed the game. So you've also got that side of his game. We're still relying on a 30-odd-year-old, 33-year-old Antonio.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying. So you need a good option to start ahead of him. And Ings ain't that man.
No, he's not.
He's being given the chance now.
Is it one of these?
He's not doing it. So yeah, like you say, obviously Callum Marshall was on the bench. He's having a similar season to what Mubama had last season, right? He's banging
the season.
Yeah, he's banging the goals in the under 23s. But what does it mean, right? Is he going to get a go? You've got obviously Casey in the bench as well. So massive congratulations to both of the young lads, because what a dream, right? You're on the bench for West Ham, whether you're on the bench playing or what. How old is Callum Marshall?
Yeah, he's got to be he's got to be young. 18. Yeah. I mean, the only worry is it's going to be like another Sonny Perkins. We don't want that. Top player wanting to leave. That is what I'm worried about.
Is he? It's whether they're top players or not, we don't really know. It's more the fact that you just want them to get a proper chance.
They look good in the PL too.
Yeah. You want them to get a proper chance. And of recent times, Ben Johnson has had the chance.
He had a good run, to be fair, early on, Ben Johnson.
Yeah. So we'll see. Look, so we should do something a little bit different.
Yeah, we've got a little different thing coming up here. We've got a little wiki player, guess the player quiz. Let us know, obviously, fire your guesses in the chat as well. Essentially, we've grabbed the random West Ham player of recent time from Wikipedia, and we're going to have to guess each other's selections. 1 point per correct answer. First of three each. So we'll just keep track of that.
Shall we go?
Let's do it. Let's see. Let's do it. So,
should we get a little bit of music? I'm not looking. Is it mine or yours?
That's not yours. Yeah, for me. Yeah,
that's yours.
Yeah.
Hang on. Did I?
Yeah, that's for me. That's you to answer. Yeah, it's you to answer.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Right. Let's get a little bit of.
Let's get a bit of music. Let us know in the comments as well who these players are. We'll give you a minute to look at it. This is mine for Sam. If you get it right, we'll give him a back 30 seconds. Woo! He can't focus more than 10 minutes. Right, that'll do it. Right, so we look at this one, Sam. You've got a minute's time for the 24. You've got a minute in that now. 30 seconds. Can you get it?
Crew, Witten Albion, Bristol.
Let us know in the comments and all.
No, don't leave the comments on because it might give it away. We'll go back. That's it. What does mate. West Ham 14 game. Well, do you remember it? It's come off your dome.
Proper. Come on, if you think properly, I can give you a clue.
No, don't. Oh, is it? It's not Luke Chapman, is it?
30 seconds. I'll give you 10 seconds. Give you 10 seconds.
I'll get one clue. Go for it.
Yeah.
Cardiff. Was it West Ham went to Cardiff?
4 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Mate, Nicky Maynard. Oh, I've got a shirt of Nicky Maynard. Right. Please. Long story short, when I was a lot younger, that was like quite I'm not sure why, because he left after a season. I thought you'd have got that one. I mean, it was tough. It was tough. Well, I thought because of the affiliation.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Probably.
Right, you ready? You're going to get this one straight away.
Bottom to West Ham. It's hard when you're on the spot.
It is proper. We're going to proper do. We're going to do it.
West Ham for 4 years. Oh, no, it's not. I'm not Taylor, is it? Yeah, was it?
You should know this.
Not David Bender, who is it? No. Tottenham to West Ham. This is bad.
It's gone.
Retired at Brighton. Go back. QPR.
Come on, think. Go back, right? Into his career there.
Who comes to
he
us?
spent a lot of time there.
From Hotspur. What position? No, don't tell me.
You can cash in your 1 foot.
Yeah, too late now.
No, go on, cash.
I'll cash it.
It's a striker.
I thought it was a striker and all. Oh, it doesn't help. Come on,
team. You're going to just be like, of course.
Really? 130 games?
Oh, I'll give you a double clue. Go on. He scored the goal.
What?
He scored the goal in the playoff final against Preston.
name out. I'm too young. I don't know. Who is it? That's really
Zamora.
Zamora. Oh
Yeah.
God, it is. Of course it is.
Oh,
No,
comments are going to be going nuts.
Easy.
Bobby.
When
the ball, it's Rose there.
Yeah, I should have got that. That's shocking. That is absolutely
I didn't get it. You didn't get it.
Right,
We're all a
on to
little
the
bit
next
shaky, a little bit nervous. Right.
Right, let's go. You should get this one quite quick.
Julian.
Oh, is it that easy?
Julian Flaubert.
Is it that
There's
easy?
only one player who went on loan, Real Madrid from West Ham, and that is Julian
That was a
Flaubert.
mistake. They didn't mean to sign it.
No, I think they paid a £2 million fee. In fact, he was pictured falling asleep on the Real Madrid bench once.
2 games.
2 games, £2 million, I think.
I've seen a picture when he had the shirt up, and then the chairman or whatever, the CEO of Real Madrid looking at him like, he's the right bloke. But
It's funny. I looked at the French, I looked at the West Ham, and that,
easy.
as soon as you see the Real Madrid,
I'm still kicking myself with Bobby's. That is embarrassing.
it's all right. Don't worry.
We jump on to the next one, all right?
No one
So,
has
what's the
this
scores on the doors? 1-0 to you.
1-0 to me.
I've got a game in hand. I've got a game in hand, mate. It's now. Come on, I need a big point here. Got Cantora.
Fucking
Yeah,
quick,
straight away.
Yeah.
Mate. Boom. The sixth has you know, the fact about it, he was the first person to get an assist at the London Stadium in history, I think.
Almost left wing.
At back post. Yeah, that was a nice
feeling
one.
better now.
Feeling
You've got
better.
your point here.
Final round, mate. Final round. I think that was quite a nice one. What's he done after that? He's still playing. He's never really had a good return for his is
Wait, I feel like he had a bit of hype around him.
we signed him on loan.
Oh, he had played in no games.
I'm looking at it. He's never really had a full run. He's always been on loan.
We played 85 games at the Six over a 6-year period. Oh, God. There's enough player in the world. Why did
The last team's so good now. Right, on to it. Last one. This is 3 points. Get it out, mate.
12 games, 7 goals? What a return that is. Denver Bar.
Yeah,
Top
well
man.
in, yeah.
It's
quite a
that-
nice one, actually. He's returns all round.
If the Hoffenheim there wasn't quite sure, then you see the new Chelsea.
Look at his returns, though. Look, like for us quality, Newcastle quality. He did
Yeah.
okay at Chelsea. Went to Quick Pass on fire. Also went to China. Don't blame him. Always done well wherever he went. Look at it. It's quite a nice one. What do you think of Denver Bar?
I like Denver Bar.
Brilliant for yeah. He's I think he's a bit. But,
Yeah, I like Denver Bar. It was him and Diafra Sacco, wasn't it? Am I making
no, Sacco was a bit later. Sacco was.
who was Bar playing with?
Bar was playing with
What?
Denver Bar.
Denver Bar's strike partner. I've got to find this out now. West Ham.
It wasn't Tony Picky on. It was.
Oh, I should have done pretty picky on it.
Denver Bar. I like Denver Bar. I'm absolutely gutted he didn't stay for longer. I think he just didn't like it. I think it was just not good enough for him.
I think he just had such a good 12 games, 7 goals. Like everyone was going
It
mental.
was not good. Yeah. He just left straight away.
You know, Newcastle they always want a top number 9. Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane.
Robbie Keane.
Yeah, Colton Cole would have moved at that point.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it.
That's quite a nice one. Denver Bar didn't like himself. When he was it Chelsea or somewhere? No, I think he was Besiktas. He tried to get back and he was like, I'd never go back to West Ham. Something silly like that, yeah. Right. On to the last one. Is this for me, yeah? Right, okay, let's go. So, I can't show myself up.
This is like prime English player.
Right,
Come on.
give me a minute.
Oh.
I tied up Fulham. Was it Tottenham 50 games? Oh, yeah, Scotty Parker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You did a bit longer than I thought.
No, I was going backwards.
Yeah.
No, I should have got that a bit quicker.
Not that I was winning 99. I think there was a famous video of Scotty Parker. It might have been in his Charlton kit doing a McDonald's offer.
Yeah.
Doing pickups.
Scotty Parker, what a player.
Decent career, though. Look at that.
You like the old West Ham Tottenham, didn't you? I should have got the Bobbies more. So they finished 2-0.
They
2-0
finished
this week.
2-0.
Yeah, we'll have to do a little.
Did
We'll
it?
have to keep that to tabs. Yeah, we both got the first one. Did it finish 2-0? Did I get? Yeah, I got Gokantora as well.
So
Didn't I?
I got Neil.
I didn't get Tamora.
I didn't get that one.
That was me. Tamora.
Uh,
You didn't get the first
I
one.
didn't get that. No, yeah, you
I
didn't get
didn't
more. I
get
didn't get Maynard.
Yeah.
So all.
Fair play.
So,
We'll go
No
through
one
it again.
wins this week.
2-2. Should have got a playoff round. You should.
We should have.
We should have. But I think, we've done the half an hour. Appreciate everyone that's stuck by us throughout this stream. don't think there's anything else you want to cover, mate, is there?
No, that's all really.
Don't forget to check out the videos we've got on our channel. We've got a few. That one's coming out tomorrow at about 4 o'clock, but we just uploaded the record break Bow and Sushik scores again video, episode 10. So we're pumping them out this season. Let us know in the comments of our channel and here as well, like how you think it's going. And yeah, we'll probably see you on the next one, right?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll get the rock music back on.
Bosh. See you guys next week. Sweet.